National Forest Preserve. Whew, it is hot. I'm pretty sure it's in the 80s, mid 80s. It's slowly going up. We decided to get out a little bit early, but it's almost noon, so peak heat season. We were just taking the Winnie out for a cruise, kind of check out some spots. We need to get some things for her. I need to get wiper fluid. I need to get some DEF or DEF for her, and then we also need to get prepared for our maiden voyage. So we need to get some water hoses. What else? Oh yeah, we need to get lubrications for the slides, and then also, God, it is hot. 30 to 15 amps and 50 to 30 amp cords. We bought the surge protector there, so we're ready to be able to plug in wherever we can.
I think that's Moline.
Oh,
I think.
The tall ones?
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Like, yeah. And actually, this is
When you're
real. Hold on. No, that's Beaver. Yeah.
wow, she found Moline, and your wife, the herbologist.
Okay. See how it's furry and how
Fuzzy.
that little thing grows up on the top? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moline. You're talking to me.
All right.
Just trying to open my eyes more. All right,
We're gonna walk a little bit more. It's getting hot, so this will be a quick trip.
We just remembered that we didn't get her hiking backpack yet. So we've been looking at them so that she can just like sit. She's in the backpack, but she's sitting up on, she has like a little shade, and it'll be a lot easier to move, because the one thing with having kiddos, as many of you might know, is everything takes a little bit longer. So like if you're going to hike, or if you're getting dressed or eating or whatever it is, it's like it always takes longer with them, which is fine. You learn patience, but we have to figure that out for hiking too. And as I was talking, we got to the water. Wow! This is beautiful. Did our excursion today, our first one. Remy, what do you think about RV life?
It's fantastic. I love it so much. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You really have to pay attention to things just a little bit differently because of how tall this vehicle is. But oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. We're still getting, dipping our toes in here. Violet loves it. It was really hot today, but we just want to take like mini trips just to get comfortable with it, because like Remy said, it's a bit of a learning curve. Not even just like all the contraptions in here, like everything you have to get used to, but also just driving and understanding how big the rig is and everything. So it's been really fun. So we just stopped and picked up some more supplies that we need, and now we're just heading back, and it started to rain.
Hey everybody. So we were outside for all of like 5 minutes. It was too hot. Violet got pink like within a few minutes, and so we were like, that's it, we can't hang out, we have to head back. And so we did. We kind of rushed back because of how hot it was. There was no clouds, the sun was out, and it was an urgent situation. So We got back, we turned the AC on, and just drove around basically. But I'm heading back here because we finally got some goodies. So, whew, it's hot in here now. It's another one of those beautiful hot days. It's getting up to like 90 degrees. Luckily, we're parked kind of in the shade, so it stays just a little bit warmer. But the humidity is what gets you. It is rough. But I want to talk about some of the things that we finally got. Angelica's inside with Violet, getting some work done. Entrepreneurs, you know, we're kind of half and half. Violet did not take a nap today, so she's kind of going through a growth spurt. I saw her, she gets bigger every single day, which is lovely. But I wanted to talk about some of the cool new things that we got. So I'm going to open up some of these drawers. So, as you guys know, we wanted a Sprinter van. That's what we were shooting for. We checked out some different places. The vans, they were just too small. So obviously we wanted to get something bigger. And something that you guys may not know about me is I love to research. If there's something that I like, I want to find out as much about it as different angles on what things are. So obviously RVs are a whole thing, but then there's like the modifications, there's upgrades, there's different facets to RVing. And so I, being the person that I am, went and researched a lot of that stuff. I'm gonna step by this doorway because it's hot in here. And I found a video about like some tips and things that you can get that will help your RV experience. Now, one of the things that we wanted to do was kind of go off-road and go into nature. We can't really do that with this guy. And that's okay. We still kind of don't know what we want to do because we haven't done it yet. So we're going to try our hand at like slight boondocking. I downloaded this app called Harvest Host. It allows you to spend one night for free at tons of locations. There's like 50,000, 5,000 locations around the United States. And so I was like, cool, let's do that. Some of these locations have hookups, which is cool. We have an electric hookup because we don't have a big battery bank here. Things either run off of the two small batteries that we have, or propane. Or there's the electric hookup and then everything kind of runs off of that. So while researching that, someone had talked about not every electric outlet that you go to at camps are properly set up. And so sometimes you can get a fuse blown because just a surge of electricity comes through the camp area. And so when we first got this guy, the one thing that I saw from the video that they had there was a surge protector. So I said, hell yeah, I just learned about this. I am picking this up. And I'm glad that I did, because on our way to our maiden voyage is to Arizona, and we're going to stop at a few different places, and we're going to have to recharge some stuff. So I was like, let's get that bad boy first and foremost. The other thing that we ordered is, because again, a lot of stuff that I had to learn about, this RV is a 30 amp hookup, which means 30 amps goes through the cord into the RV and powers everything. But not everybody has a 30 amp outlet. Some places have 50 amps, some places have 30, some places have 20, and then your household plug-in is around 15. So I got this guy, which there's a 15. You guys are used to seeing these inside your house. And then here is where we would plug in the RV. So that means it takes the 15 amps and slightly increases it to a 30 draw. So that way we don't, again, hurt our RV or hurt the outlet that we are using. And just in case, I also got this big boy. There's the 30 amp. And there's the connector for the 50 amp. This thing is huge. This is beastly. I've never handled one of these. But again, it's something new. I'm very excited to try it out. I'm just glad that we'll be prepared for when the time comes when we're traveling and we have to stop somewhere and we can plug in. We can now plug in wherever we need, and the surge protector will keep us safe. So I am very excited about that. The other thing is water hookups. So there's 2 ways to get water into this RV. One way is just you put a water hose right in and let our tanks fill up. Love it. That's kind of what I figured. The other one is what's known as city water. The city water you have to screw in, and the pressure from the water comes in, and that's the pressure that is used for your faucet, any of the sinks that you have, or your shower. I was like, okay, that's good to know. And because of that, just like the surge protector, they were like, you might want to get a regulator, because again, not all faucets are created equal. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about that one, because again, we're going to try to we're going to be trying to move around a lot. So if anything, I would just fill up my water tank at one place and then kind of ride that out until I have to fill it up again. We don't really plan on staying at like RV parks or RV stops where you have to like plug it in and plug your water in. Nothing wrong with that. There's people that do that, but that's kind of not what we're going for. We're not dragging or we're not towing a car with us. Like, this is going to be our main vehicle. So a lot of people will go to the RV parks, connect their rigs up, and then they'll have a car separate so they can drive around. We're not going to do that. That's just not for us. We wanted to have an all-in-one thing, and we absolutely love this bad boy. So for that, I'm going to go back in. It's hot as hell. Because we are just going to be filling up from the tap anywhere, and I don't trust too much places, I got this bad boy, Taste Pure, which is literally just a filter. I don't know how good. Well, I know this is good. Here we go. I didn't read too much into this one, but I've read a lot of reviews on this one being one of the better ones. So I was like, perfect, let's do that. Basically, we connect the hose to whatever tap anywhere. We connect that to this guy, and then this guy has a little extra hose. We'll just pop that in, and that'll filter anything from like sediment and stuff to like some bacteria. So the water that comes in here is going to be good. It should make it potable water. So even if we go to a place that like isn't that great, we're kept good so we can wash our dishes. I probably wouldn't drink from it, but still we're filtering a lot of gunk out. The next step is to buy like a 3-stage filter for the sink. So then that way the water that comes in is filtered, and then any water that we want to drink will go through the 3-stage filter that'll make it absolutely perfect for drinking, and it'll be super clean and ready to go. So we're going to save up for that down the road, but until then, we got this bad boy, and we have a nice sized fridge so we can just keep some extra water in there until that happens. But yeah, just a little upgrade. Oh, and we finally got Violet's seat. So she now loves going for a ride. So we'll hang out inside. We'll be playing, having breakfast or whatever. And then she'll start pointing outside of the front. She doesn't speak just yet, but she understands what we're saying. So I'm like, oh, do you want to go outside? And she'll start nodding her head. And I'm like, do you want to go for a ride? And she just like lights up. So today we kind of just went for another light cruise as we get a hold of driving this big, beautiful car. We got her some new sneakers she's absolutely love. She does not like wearing shoes when we drive, so she just kicks them off. So we just keep them there now. But yeah, it's been a blast driving this thing around and getting to know it a little bit more. Today was another hot day. I'm already sweating just from being here, but I'm hoping by next week we're going to take it on a just short trip, probably up to Michigan, somewhere close by. So just in case something does act up, then we'll be close. We won't be like halfway to Arizona. But we've been enjoying the hell out of it, just cruising around. We absolutely love it. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then I'll see you guys in a bit. So one last thing, when we were getting this guy, I know Angelica told the story in the previous episode. Our salesman reached out to us and he's like, hey, this guy just landed, do you want to come see it? And we were like, yeah, but we're kind of busy. We were in the middle of an inipi ceremony, so as soon as the inipi was done, I was like, hey, we can come check it out now, like we're free. And he's like, sorry, the first guy that saw it just bought it. And we're like, damn. So when it became available, we ran to see it. It was what Angelica saw in her vision, so she's like, this is it. And I trust her intuition wholeheartedly. Anything that she feels, I'm like, yep. So as soon as she was like, that's the one, I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. We pulled the trigger. We ended up getting it. Obviously, it's right here. We absolutely love it. But I've already had a list of things that I wanted to kind of upgrade and get going, so it'll make our trips just a little bit more comfortable. Come to find out, some of those were already done. And we didn't realize this until like the second or third day. The first thing was tinted windows. And not just any tinted windows. This is a ceramic coat. So one of the first days when we jumped back in, the sun was over this way, beating down. I got in the car as soon as I closed the door. Like, you know, you feel the sun and it burns. As soon as I closed the door, it disappeared. And that's when I was like, wait a minute. Is this ceramic coated? And it is. We loved it. Oh my god, it keeps the front end a little bit cooler. I want to try to ceramic coat the front because the sun still gets into there. It's kind of hot. The other cool thing, I can't get underneath it, but the suspension on these guys tends to be extremely wobbly, so I wanted to upgrade some of the suspension. I got underneath, already in there. So we were driving, cruising, checking it out, and this huge semi just comes flying right by us. And everyone always talks about, like, when the semis come by, like, you have to grip on because it's gonna like push the RV just like a little bit. Barely felt it. I was like, oh my god, like what? So went underneath, checked it out. They've already upgraded it. I love it. I don't know if there's a sway bar or not. I'll probably have to do that one next, but this is kind of my favorite, and this is a two-parter. I didn't realize this because here, let me show you guys. These doors, that's it. So this is from my point of view. Like, the door is right here. You can't see anything unless we dip down. And when I dipped down and I finally saw that they upgraded the electronics, whoo! This makes me happy because this is not stock. I have to read a little bit more into this. This is all Victron stuff. I don't know if they put solar in, but with Victron we should be able to install solar. Then I don't have to worry about whether the batteries accept it, because the batteries are acid lead batteries. This is an older model, so I believe it comes with, like, I forgot what it's called, but basically you have to pour distilled water into the batteries. I'm just like, that's old as shit. I don't even remember that kind of stuff. So hold on, I'm gonna figure this out. This is where the house batteries are. So after seeing those upgrades, I was like, wait, if they upgraded that, that means they had to upgrade this. And boom, 2 lithium Battleborn batteries. For those of you that don't know, lithium is a great upgraded battery. With lithium batteries, you can you can deplete the battery all the way to the bottom and recharge it, and it's fine. With acid lead batteries, you're not supposed to let it get it below a 50% charge, or else it starts to damage the battery. So we've come a long way since then. These are both 100 amp hours, which is an all right amount. I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was more. And so that is one of the things that I wanted to upgrade, but the thing is, they've already upgraded enough, so maybe I just need to buy one big battery plop it in, and that means we should be able to run a lot of things off of just the battery, and that way I don't have to worry about turning on the generator, which tends to be loud. And the generator runs off of propane. The propane here is a good amount, but not enough to be running it, for a while. So, you get some, you win some, you lose some, but with a bigger battery, it allows us to do a lot more, and that way we're not relying solely on the generator. So, options, I love to have it. So yeah, those are some of the upgrades on here that I absolutely love. I'm glad that it came with. One of the things that I want to upgrade is the mattress in the back, but that's it for now. All right, thank you guys.
What's up, everyone? We are headed out on our first adventure in the RV, and we're stopping for diesel.
Yeah, it's our first time filling up diesel.
Yeah. Remy was a little cranky-panky, but I think he's coming out of it.
I was crabby, yeah. I haven't eaten and I'm tired.
Even though I offered him food a few times, but he would not eat. Go ahead, fill up.
Yeah, go ahead.
We decided to do a dry run because we wanted to make sure we understand like how to use the rig and like everything in here, because there's a lot. It's a big learning curve, but also just seeing like how long it takes us to travel and just like how the baby does and how B does. And it's been a journey already, and we're like maybe 2 hours past when I thought we would be leaving. Like that's how far behind we are. But I keep telling myself this is exactly when we needed to leave, and we're not ahead or behind. We're right where we need to be. And the baby, you say hi, bye? Hopefully you guys could see her. She ended up taking a nap. We were kind of behind because we had to work this morning. And anyways, we're on the road. We're good. We're stopping for some diesel, and then we're heading out. We actually decided to head to Michigan. I have a really soft spot for Michigan. We used to go there a lot in high school. And I haven't been back to this part of Michigan since high school. So I'm excited to go back. And we're actually like staying at a farm. So there's this thing called Harvest Host, and we pay for it like per year, but there's places all around the country that host people that you can stay like overnight and a little bit longer if you want to, but it's all free. So we're actually staying on a blueberry farm. You can see Remy. You can see him over there. We're staying on a blueberry farm and a wildflower farm. There's like 44 acres, so there's a lot more to it, but I think we got a fire pit on the little area that we're staying. I think they have like a little store. They just ask that you like purchase something from their place because they don't charge you to stay there. So it's literally like we paid for our membership for the year, which is a very low cost, and then we can stay wherever. And if we stay any more nights additional than one, they just ask that you like purchase something from their business or small farm. But there's wineries on there, there's vineyards, there's like beaches and like recreational areas, and there's so many options just all over the country. So we're just heading out to Michigan to the beach, and we're gonna see how it goes. So we're really, really excited. It's a little bit of a learning curve with BB because this is her first time like in here. We hang out in here quite a bit, but the first time like really driving around, the baby loves it in here. She's totally fine. She'll be fine. But Beatrice, it's a little bit, she's a little anxious. So I'm going to get her a little bit more CBD for the next trip, because the next trip is the big one when we're heading out west. So. All right, Remy. How is it driving?
It's good. I love it. It is shaky when cars pass by. So I need to see if it's got a sway bar installed or not. Just a nice little upgrade. But also my butt hurts. These seats are a little stiff, so I'm gonna see if I can get some sort of cushion, like a purple cushion, similar to our mattress to have underneath, because
your little butt is sensitive.
Got a sensitive little booty.
Yeah. Otherwise, you love it?
Otherwise, yeah, I love it.
Awesome. We're stuck in some traffic now, but
how do you enjoy being a passenger princess in this car?
What'd you say, Remy? How do I enjoy being a passenger princess?
In this car.
I enjoy it a lot. I can get up. I went back, grabbed a snack, came back and sat down. I'm gonna go back and check the baby's diaper in a minute. B seems to be settling down finally, thank God. I'm just a little tired because I do have to take Dramamine when I'm in here because I do get a lot of like head pressure and like headaches and a little bit of motion sickness.
Made it to our destination. We got a cool little fire pit here, some nice tree line, and then this is all blueberries and different fruits that they have growing here at this farm. Angelica told you guys a little bit about Harvest Host. We pay an annual fee. Well, my hair's a mess. We pay an annual fee, and then we get to stay at a bunch of these places for free. It includes farms, it includes golf courses, sometimes breweries and distilleries. Well, all the times, not sometimes, if we choose to go to those. So we got here a little bit later, so the store for the farm stand is closed, but we'll buy some stuff tomorrow because we love to support local. But right now we're gonna go get some wood to start a fire. So I'm gonna take you guys with. They got a cute little table set up. This is the store area. There is a little, it's a little dark. We want to wait until I get closer. All right, they had a little bouncy house over here. I believe there's a corn maze somewhere. They got this cute little stand, and they have a bunch of little activities. I believe there's farm animals somewhere, but we're gonna keep looking. We're gonna try to grab some firewood. They said there was some up front, and try to start this fire once the sun goes down a little bit more, but at least kind of get everything prepared and ready. We got some firewood. Spiders are already crawling out, so I'm freaking out inside. I gotta stay strong. Set up. Violet was playing in here. There was real cozy vibes happening. but she's not falling asleep. So we're going to hang out outside with the fire for a little bit until she gets out of energy, runs out of energy. And then we'll bring her in and take a little night-night. Wow, my hair is crazy. I had a hat on all day, so of course it's going to look like that. But let's go by the fire. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. So one of the reasons we chose today to go test out the RV is because the temperature was dropping and we didn't want to be running the AC all night, so it was going to get to like 58, which we were just like, perfect. We can cozy up under some blankets, snuggle up, and we'll be fine. Because when it's hot out and then you turn the AC on, the AC doesn't last all night. Well, it can, but that means it would use up all the propane. So the one thing that we learned is that the RV retains the temperature inside for a while. We had all the windows wide open. Wasn't too much of a breeze, sadly, and it just kind of held on to that ambient 80-degree temperature for a while. So it was like 65 and beautiful outside, and inside it was still like 75. And it took a while, and I didn't want to turn the fan on because you need to turn the generator on to turn the AC on, and the AC is what has the fan built in, and that would have woken everybody up. So I didn't sleep too well. But after a while, the temperature finally dropped inside, and I conked out. It felt so good. I had a little bit of blanket on my feet, and Violet was between me and Angelica, so we slept hard at that point. Well, they fell asleep a little bit early. I did not, because it was quiet. I need the fan on to sleep. I don't know if any of you guys are like that. So we're just kind of hanging out. It's a little chilly. That's why I got my nice little pink sweater on. And yeah, we're going to wait for, there it is, the Bumbleberry Farms store to open up. We bought some firewood, we grabbed some firewood, as you saw. But they were close, so we're gonna go pay for that. See what kind of sweet treats or knickknacks they have, and support local, which we love to do. And then we'll probably hit the road to head back. We should be good with some errands, which works. We love being in the RV, so we're gonna run some errands in that, which is always a good time. But yeah, we are just hanging out right now. Angelica and Violet are changing, and so we'll hit you up in a bit.
So we are walking through the little blueberry, I want to call it a vineyard, but I know that's probably incorrect, blueberry farm. And you guys can kind of see like the beautiful changing colors of the blueberries. It's just really beautiful. So we're kind of walking through. We just finished with breakfast, and yep, we just finished breakfast. Can you say blueberry? Good job. Blue. Bear. Berry. We're working on it. Blueberry. But it's really a beautiful day. It's cool out. Honk honk. It was a little chaotic. It's definitely a honk honk. A learning curve having like a dog and the baby and traveling, but I think we'll settle in just fine. It's really why we want to do like this dry run and just enjoy and see like what we need to adjust to make things run a little bit smoother next time. So we're just gonna enjoy the day. I think we might try to head to the beach or the downtown area of South Haven, and then we're gonna head out. What's up, you guys? Hopefully you can hear us because we are heading back home. But if you can see behind me, I don't know if you could see, the baby fell asleep. So we ended up going and grabbing breakfast, and we went back to the Bumbleberry Farm like you guys saw, and I really wanted to go to the beach and take them to the downtown area because we used to do some walking around and I really needed coffee, but the baby fell asleep. So we didn't get to do any of that, which is fine. She did pretty well in the car yesterday, but towards about like hour and a half mark, she was no longer having it. So we want to take advantage of her sleeping at the moment to get, you know, quite a bit of miles in. I'm glad she fell asleep. I was concerned about it because it can get a little noisy in here, but she fell asleep right away. So we decided to head back. We're still going to stop and get some coffee. We need to grab some gas, and yeah, we're just going to head home. So we'll see how this goes.
All right, we have made it back home. It is the next day. She drove like a champ. My butt hurts a little bit. I need to get a cushion for that seat because, good Lord, these seats were built to last, not to be comfortable. But as soon as we got home yesterday, we immediately had to do errands. Had to run to the bank, had to return some movies. If you get that quote, leave a comment. And we had to grab some groceries because when we left, we took the food with us. We planned accordingly so we wouldn't have food left over spoiling. I know we were only gone for the day, but still, it's kind of like we don't like to waste food. So yeah, we're back now. That was a blast. We learned quite a lot. So the next video, we might go over some of the stuff that we've learned. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.